Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, it's getting hot in here. Wendy's serving all of today's sizzling hot topics. And Wendy and her Hot Talk panel are talking on the biggest headlines of the week. Plus, country superstar Trisha Yearwood heats up the kitchen with healthy twists on comfort food classics. Now, here's Wendy.
But up next, it's time for our Hot Talk panel to come on out and break it on down with this week's hottest stories. Don't go away. Welcome back, everybody. It's time to discuss this week's hottest topics in our latest edition of Hot Talk. Please welcome my panelist. Her Showtime special, I Don't Mean to Brag, is now available for download. Give it up for our old friend, Heather McDonald. And relationship expert, the fabulous Siggy Flicker. And the bad boy of CNN tonight, Wendy. Give it up for Don Lemon. Okay. So let's get started. You know, after being named Jon Stewart's replacement as the host of The Daily Show, the man by the name of Trevor Noah is facing a lot of backlash. Fans of the show searched Noah's Twitter and found several offensive tweets that he wrote about overweight women and Jewish people, and it just turned out to be a mess. But Comedy Central is standing by their guy. My question to the panelists is, do you think that they should stand by him? Don, you first.
Okay, can I read some of the tweets?
Oh, sure.
Okay, I brought the little tweets here. I didn't pull it out of here. I pulled it out here. Okay, so this is the one about fat chicks. Okay, he said, "Oh yeah, the weekend. People are gonna get drunk and think that I am sexy," said fat chicks everywhere.
He's a comedian. I'm not offended.
The Jewish tweet: "Almost bumped a Jewish kid crossing the road. He didn't look before crossing. But I still would have felt bad in my German car."
That's
okay.
That's it.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Done.
I think that I'm glad they're standing by him. I don't think he should lose his job. I think he's a comedian. I think it's 140 characters. It's tough to give context in that. Comedians do jokes all the time that are offensive, and I like offensive jokes.
Not only that, but these are old tweets. These
Right.
tweets are years old. That would be like you all holding it against me, my ratchet ways back in radio. And I've grown. You know, you understand?
And Wendy, everybody wants to be outraged now. Stop with the fake outrage. Get over it. Don't be so sensitive.
I'm glad they're standing by this guy. Siggy, go ahead.
You know what? I happen to think, why would Comedy Central, with a show like this, with Jon Stewart being such a liberal, even want the bad publicity having... I know a lot of people probably don't know Noah Trevor. I've seen him twice. He's talented, he's funny, and he's good-looking. But when I tell my children, you put something on social media, you can't take it back.
He's half white, he's half Jewish. Does that help?
It helps, but
half black, half Jewish.
When, say, South Africans know how to recycle like Israelis know how to be peaceful, it's a little bit, he goes a little bit overboard. It's not necessary. Why do you even need him at this time? You're starting out on a negative,
It's comedy.
It's comedy.
And Comedy Central, they want us, we're talking about it. This week on my show, I did 2 days talking about this. That's what Comedy Central wants. People are going to watch.
Well,
what do you say?
As a stand-up, you know, every couple of years there comes either a word or a topic that you really shouldn't make fun of anymore.
Right.
And I am okay with taking those out of my act. Right. I don't enjoy offending people. I'm a Catholic. I have Catholic guilt. I'm a little codependent. I don't want to do a herpes joke if I know my friend has herpes and she's in the audience. I don't want to do it.
Right. Yeah.
Makes me feel bad.
Yeah.
Makes me feel bad. So, I do.
Yeah, but you had to get there. You had to get there.
No, but I do think that this is a lesson to young comedians. You're not Joan Rivers. You're not 80 with nothing to lose.
Right.
Like, you have to be careful what you joke about, and especially when you tweet about it. So I think he should keep his job, but I think there should be a lesson to young people.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, let me read what he said. He said, "To reduce my views to a handful of jokes that didn't land is not a true reflection of my character nor my evolution as a comedian." So he's admitting this stuff is old. He's evolved. I'm glad Comedy Central is standing by you, Noah. We'll be watching and judging.
And Wendy, before we go, we have to allow comedians a place that they can test material. Chris Rock says he doesn't even want to test material anymore because everybody has a camera and everybody's going to judge them before you even get the material out. Stop being so sensitive.
But
Let
think
our comedians
before.
be comedians.
Think a little bit.
Also, yeah, think before.
a little before.
Okay, let's move along. The other day I was telling you about Lawrence Fishburne. Lawrence Fishburne's mom is claiming that she's about to be evicted from her $1,500 a month apartment, that she can't get in touch with her famous son who's worth $20 million. The question for the panel is, Siggy,
I can't.
I know you're a
I
mom,
can't.
and you have a big mouth, and you're
Yep.
a Jersey girl.
Yes.
Siggy,
No.
do children have an obligation to take care of their aging parents?
Absolutely, yes, with my big Jersey mouth. If this is indeed true, Lawrence Fishburne just lost a fan. Because just like there are rights for deadbeat dads, there should be a law for deadbeat children. That woman, gave you life.
No.
She gave you life. How dare you?
No. Go ahead, Heather.
I totally
Heather's
disagree.
a mom, too.
I totally. Just because you share someone's DNA and you are successful, that does not mean you have to take care of that person
Yes,
for the
it does.
rest
All right,
of their
so wait.
life. She
Excuse
may
me.
have not been a very nice mother.
Hello, let me tell you
Yeah,
something.
she
Okay,
may have
I'll
not
give you
been a good
a little
mother.
background.
She may have not supported him.
She
We
got
don't know.
divorced from Lawrence's father, and she raised him here in New York City. She's a school teacher, and of course, she supported him. Back in 2000, there was an article in Cigar Aficionado where he glowed about his mom.
Yeah.
She's fabulous. Something has happened in the last 15
Yeah.
years.
Correct.
You know, I don't know Lawrence Fishburne, but what I'm saying is that nobody forsakes their mom unless they have a good
Something
reason.
is going on that we don't know about.
Hattie might have done something.
Only
Siggy.
one person made an obligation there. She is the only one.
Yes.
She made a choice to have him, so she was obligated to take care of him.
Your
Right.
mom,
He did not have a choice.
$1,500
He
a
should
month?
probably take care of his
Wendy,
mother,
you're
but
worth
he is
$20
not.
million.
He's not
I
obligated to
do
do
I
it.
think it's about the money, though.
I know
I don't think it's about the
said,
money.
if it's indeed true, and
Yes.
he wasn't sexually molested, abused, thrown off a building.
Well, we don't
He's
know.
not obligated to do it, though.
He is obligated.
She's a grown woman
That
that had a
is his
career
mother.
and a
Only
life
you
long
came
before
out
he
of her
came along.
uterus. How dare
That was
you?
her choice. That was her choice. That was her choice. That was her choice. He did not ask to be brought into the world.
Furthermore,
Respect.
No.
I say respect.
the only reason why I disagree
And the
also.
same way with siblings. You
Yes.
know, everyone, I
Yep.
remember one time Madonna, someone did a big thing. She had
Her
a
brother
homeless
was
brother.
living under a bridge.
Maybe she tried to help him 5 times. Maybe he left her a
That was
horrible
the word.
voicemail message.
A brother
Maybe she
is
was like, I'm
different than
done.
a mother.
It doesn't matter. You know, the only reason that I would pay that $1,500 a month and I would send it directly to the rental place, the only
Yes.
reason why I pay it is to keep her out of Life and Style magazine and all
Yes.
hot topics.
Thank you very much.
That's it. That's it. That's
Thank
it.
you very much.
Okay, let's move. Oh, up next, everybody. This selfie has everyone talking. Find out why. We'll talk next. Welcome back. Our Hot Talk panel is still here. You know, people were outraged by a selfie that a group took in front of the East Village explosion site here in New York City, where 2 people were killed, dozens of people now are homeless. And the question is, where do we draw the line with taking selfies?
A good start is if there's a tragedy and people have died behind you. Why would you want to do that? That's a good start. If you have any question in your mind whether it's appropriate, don't do it.
How about even if you do it, if you have a question in your mind, don't post it? And how about not, you know,
Smiling.
laughing and smiling like hyenas? Look, it's burning. Look, Heather.
Right.
Well, I mean,
Right.
I think it's terrible, but on the bright side, at least they didn't do the duck face. At least they were... But in being serious, no, I think what's really the problem is that when we were growing up, when I was in high school, the meanest thing another girl could say to you is, ew, you're conceited. Do people even know what that word means
No.
anymore? We're all conceited.
Yeah.
It's all about tooting our own horn and do you like this picture?
Yes.
And it's just a little too much. Like, it's good, you know, to get support. I'm going on a job interview and people write, good for you, I hope you do a great job.
Right.
But to do every single thing, look, I'm famous. I was where a tragedy was.
Right.
Aren't I cool? I was
Yeah.
actually here.
What
Shut
needs
up.
to happen is when people see people like this who don't have a sensitivity chip.
Right.
You say, excuse me, hello, I know you probably can't spell Bob backwards, but there's a building burning and there's probably people dying in there. Maybe this is not the time to do your selfie. One idiot cannot ruin it for everybody else.
Right.
In this case, these people were completely out of line and are missing a compassion chip and a sensitivity
Dan, they're
chip.
not the only ones. There's so many people who do things like this because, you know, it makes them feel a part of something big. You know, this was a huge tragedy here in New York, and actually, they put the picture of those people with the selfie and that stupid stick on the cover of one of our local newspapers.
Yeah.
You know,
If it's no laughing matter, it's no laughing matter.
Right.
Then you
It's
shouldn't
one
do
reason-
it.
Yeah, you go to maybe a premiere and you're excited, and I run up to you and I'm like, I met Wendy and we're here. That's one thing. But yeah, to say, aren't I special because I happen to be here on a horrible day in New York? Like, what?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, 2 people died in that fire. So they should all be ashamed of themselves.
Exactly.
And a lot more injured. Yeah.
All right, well, as usual, you guys thank you very much. For more information about my panelists, go to wendyshow.com. Up next, the fabulous Trisha Yearwood is here.